This week from Crumbl Cookies, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Dark Dream, Chocolate Green Mint, Peanut Butter Munch, Caramel Apple, and Oatmeal Mallow Sandwich. The cookies this week were provided to us free from Crumbl. They've been doing that every week for a long time now, and we greatly appreciate it, but we always give our 100% true opinions on the cookies. If we love it, we'll tell you, and if we don't love it, we'll tell you that too. So the first one we're going to try is the Dark Dream. It is a chocolate cookie with semi-sweet chocolate chips. There's lots of semi-sweet chocolate chips on the inside and over the top.
It's a very soft cookie too.
Yes, when I picked this up out of the box to move it from the box over to our cutting board, I got chocolate on my fingers. It's very ooey gooey. Okay, yes, you're going to get it everywhere. It's a mouthful for sure. I do love the flavor.
Tons of chips.
It's very rich and it's very soft. And you want to finish it.
I like that texture on most chocolate chip type cookies. The softer, almost not quite baked. It is, but it seems that, you know, it's a little underdone. I like that texture.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's still got a crispy like edge on the outside. The outside's still crispy.
Just barely though.
Just barely. It's just got enough crunch to give you some texture.
It's not a wet texture, but it is a more of an underdone, very, very gooey. Like I said, if you get one of these, you might want to plan on having, if you're going to eat it in your car, like a little plastic fork or something. Because when you pick this up, it is very, very soft. And it might go everywhere.
Right.
But I do love the
very,
rich
very
chocolate flavor. Yes, it's delicious. It's just all chocolate.
And it is a little, it's a little dark, but it's not as dark as I thought it would be.
No. It's not bitter
like
at all.
bitter, yeah.
No. Okay, this one is the chocolate green mint. It's a chocolate cookie. They use Andes mint pieces. Andes is a brand name if you don't know, if you're from in another country. Andes mint pieces rolled in cookies and cream crumbs, mint buttercream frosting, and sprinkled with cookies and cream bits. And it is a cold cookie. The texture of this one is very different from the first one.
It's some strong mint.
But I actually like it quite a bit. I love the cookies and cream because you actually get the texture of the cookies and it adds a crunchiness to it.
It's a very strong mint though. So if you don't like mint, of course you're not going to buy this anyway, but it's almost toothpastey. I mean, well, it is toothpastey to me. It tastes just like toothpaste. You don't think so?
I like it.
I like it too, but it is toothpaste.
I think it's very, very sweet. I think the frosting on top is probably some of the softest frosting we've had. It's very, very soft. Like, you can tell it's freshly made because it is so soft.
There's a little salt in there too.
It's intensely sweet. I do like the pieces that you get in there because it adds, besides the texture of the crispy cookies, it adds a little bit of a soft / denseness to it.
Almost like a chocolate chip or something.
Yes, that you're biting through. Yes, I agree. It's on the toothpastey side. But that said, it's so sweet.
Oh, it is.
That I love it.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's what I'm saying. It's toothpastey. But I mean, I personally wouldn't get it because it does kind of have toothpaste flavor. But I wouldn't pick mint as my choice anyway. So if you really like mint, you probably love it.
Right, exactly. The third one we're going to try is the Peanut Butter Munch. And it is a peanut butter cookie topped with milk chocolate. And then it has a Muddy Buddies peanut butter coated cereal pieces.
Yeah, it's really more for decoration than
yes. And a sprinkle of powdered sugar.
I mean, you only get 3.
Yeah, you get 3 little Muddy Buddies.
It's not like that's going to impact the flavor of the cookie any. It might in that one bite where you get it. It's a softer inside, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you gave us a Muddy Buddy. It's very crispy, very fresh, the cereal.
That chocolate's kind of a runny chocolate.
Uh-huh.
So it's stuck all in your mouth or over your face.
Sometimes people worry about the cereal piece being soggy. Of course, it's Monday. They come out on Monday. The cereal's just been opened.
Yeah, if that's still on top of like a hot cookie, it might be different, but this is not like a hot cookie, so.
I like that.
I could too.
You do get the cereal. I mean the peanut butter.
Oh, you definitely have peanut butter.
The peanut butter is the strongest thing to me about it. It tastes like like if you make a homemade peanut butter cookie and then you put chocolate over the top. I mean, that's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like something that you've made at home. It's very soft, and the peanut butter is the main flavor.
It's better than a lot of peanut butter cookies you make at home, though, because it's not dry.
No, it's not dry at all.
It's a really good peanut butter cookie, actually.
Kevin always thinks that peanut butter cookies tend...
Because I tend to eat only the tube kind.
Right.
And those tend to be dry.
Yes, this is not
cookies.
like that. This isn't like the tube peanut butter cookies that you Pillsbury or whatever that is. This is truly like your homemade. And it's almost like we said about the first one. It's almost underbaked.
It's very soft.
It's very, very soft, but it's not. It's
not as gooey as the first one, but it's very soft.
Yes, this one has a firmer outside coating than the first one.
Right.
But I do enjoy it. As a peanut butter lover, I think this is a really nice cookie. This next one is a caramel apple. And it is a cinnamon apple cookie topped with caramel cream cheese frosting, chopped Granny Smith apples, and a drizzle of caramel and a house-made streusel. Is this the one you said you had to wait on?
No, the mint.
Oh, you had to wait on the mint one. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you some apples.
Kevin was running late getting back home. And I thought, where is he? And I did that Find Friends on my phone, and it showed him he's at Crumbl. The dot. It wasn't moving. He was just at Crumbl. And I thought, why is he there? Well, they didn't have the mint one. Oh, okay.
The apple's nice and fresh.
They're getting people to eat their fruit.
A little bit.
I can't tell you the last time I had a
actual apple.
A real apple. That
it's
wasn't
actually
candy.
Apple chopped up.
There wasn't candy.
I like the flavor of that. The apple and the cookie go really good together. The caramel, there's not a ton of caramel on the top. They only give you a very small drizzle of caramel kind of in the middle. But it still has a really good flavor.
But they told you it was a drizzle. I do like the parts. I wasn't expecting to like the parts with the apple. I'm just going to be honest. And so many people comment and they want the fresh fruit. They want Crumbl to add more fruit and fresh fruit.
The raspberries and blueberries.
And I'm thinking, no, don't do that. I don't want the fresh fruit. I just want the frosting and sweet. But I absolutely do love that fresh apple. It's crisp. It has a delicious flavor. It's very refreshing. And this is intensely sweet. What did you think about the
It's
cookie?
good. And the cookie itself, it has a really good flavor too. And it's got a little crunch to it. Like I said, I wish the cookie itself was like it's supposed to be caramel apple. I really want that caramel kind of through all of it. So I was kind of, the bites that had the caramel on were dead on caramel apple. But when you're not eating bites of that, it's just that appley sweet cookie.
I like the cinnamon. The cinnamon is.
I like it.
It's there, but it's not like I have finished that and thought, oh, I just had a cinnamon cookie. There's so much more. There's so many layers to that, so many different flavors that it's an experience, honestly.
Right.
It's a different experience because you're getting so many flavors in one cookie.
Yeah,
and I like that.
It's good. And I'm glad they didn't overdo it on the caramel either. You wouldn't want that to be like the only thing you taste. I think they did a good job.
I do too, because I mean, like the mint with the chocolate, you're getting the cookies and cream, but it's mainly you're coming out. It's like two different flavors. The chocolate and the peanut butter, it's more like two different flavors. But this one, you're getting many different flavors in one cookie, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, that's good cookie.
So the last one is new. So Kevin and I have never, for as long as we've been reviewing Crumbl, we have never had a sandwich cookie from Crumbl, ever.
I've never seen one.
So, if they've done this before and we just haven't had it, of course it'll be different because they said on their Facebook page this was new. Now, I didn't see it on their website. This did not say no, but it was, and then I went to Facebook because sometimes I'll say they say this or they don't say that, but somebody will say, well, on this social media it says this, and on this social media it says this.
Yeah.
So I made sure I went to their Facebook to see which one of these said no and this one said no.
And what's funny is the app doesn't say any of them are new or not.
I know, that's the thing. If the app doesn't say it, the website doesn't say it, you have to go to Facebook to see it. But if they've had a sandwich cookie before and it's been something different, I would like for you to comment below and tell us what it was, because we haven't had one before.
Yeah, we've been doing these for a while, and I don't think we've ever had one.
Yeah. So this is an oatmeal mallow sandwich. It is a marshmallow cream cheese frosting in between two oatmeal cookies with molasses, vanilla, and cinnamon flavors. So those are the flavors in the cookie. Okay, so it's marshmallow cream cheese frosting.
That is not your traditional oatmeal.
It's not Little Debbie.
Well, I'm just thinking traditional oatmeal cookies, you think really oaty and chunky and, lots of really like chunky texture. This is a much smoother texture than that. This is almost like a molasses cookie, honestly. But you get the oats, but they're not the chunky oats, which I'm glad. I like oatmeal, but I don't like that really tough oatmeal that you're really like chewing and working on. I like this better.
You think they put it in like a food processor?
I don't know. Maybe. No, I like it though. I like the flavor of the cream in the middle. It's a good sized cookie for your money, that's for sure.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Now, Crumbl provided these for us free, but I'm assuming that costs the same amount
As the other one.
as the other ones. So
if not, if you know, you can put it in the comments.
Right, but they've never charged, like when they do those donut cookies and they take the center out, you would think, oh, that would be cheaper because they've taken the whole center out. Well, it's not. It's always been the same price. So I think it's like one blanket price over all their cookies. So I would assume that even if it's bigger, they're not going to charge more because they didn't charge less with that one cookie.
Plus, think about
ones that are frosted and unfrosted. There's not, like you would think that the ones that are a lot of frosting on top, those would be more. No, they're the same as the ones that are completely
I think
unfrosted.
they have to be the same price because the 6-pack is a set price.
Right. So that would make sense that, yeah, so this would be the same price.
Yeah.
If you want the most bang for your buck,
It's a good cookie.
you're going to get that. Because
I like the flavor.
I mean,
of it. It's not an overly sweet cookie.
it's massive.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Chocolate in your sleeve.
My favorite thing about that cookie, though, is the cream.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the cream. That's what sweetens it up because it's not a sweet cookie. It's not overly sweet. Let me put it that way. It's not like one of these super sweet cookies, but I do like it quite a bit.
I tasted the cream cheese. I did not taste. They called it marshmallow cream cheese. It didn't taste like marshmallow to me, and I just tried just the cream cheese on my finger without any cookie at all. It just tastes like really, really sweet cream cheese. It didn't taste like marshmallow.
It just tastes like vanilla.
But it's just good. It is very good.
What do you think about the texture of the cookie?
The cookie is drier than any of the other cookies here. It is denser than any of the cookies here. But it needs to be because it's a sandwich cookie and it has to hold that cream. And you want to be able to, you saw me pick it up and flip it around, whatever. You have to be able to do that with a sandwich cookie. You would not want that first one, the dark dream. You couldn't have a cookie that was that soft and then have that cream in the middle because you would pick it up and it would fall apart. And then you'd be really upset about that.
Also make a mess.
So what I'm saying is, yeah, it's not a bad thing that, yes, it's denser. Yeah, it's a drier cookie, but it needs to be that way to be a sandwich cookie. So I don't think it's not a complaint or an offense of that cookie. It's exactly what it needs to be.
They could have done the same thing though with like the peanut butter cookie without take the chocolate off and put peanut butter with the frosting in the middle. It would have been the same thing. I mean, it would have been just as good.
Oh, I would love for them to do a peanut butter sandwich
or chocolate chip sandwich cookie. With your big chips.
I would love that.
Okay, but
what would the cream in the center be?
Just vanilla. Just vanilla. Their cream cheese frosting.
With the chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Okay, but then if they were to take their old fashioned peanut butter cookie and what would they put in between that?
Maybe a chocolate or something? I don't know.
No, don't put it with chocolate. Put it with something, I think more peanut butter.
Peanut butter with peanut butter.
The cookie, I had some of the cookie, and it's a plainer cookie.
It is.
I don't necessarily taste, and I usually really, really pick up on the cinnamon, and I really don't care for molasses. I use molasses in baking, but when it's hidden, I don't mind it. I don't taste the molasses.
I think the molasses makes it the more denser.
Right. So I'm not, like, they're highlighting those, but I'm not getting a strong molasses. I'm not getting a strong cinnamon. In the cookie itself, I'm not getting a strong vanilla. It's a very plain cookie, but what makes it so good is the cream in the middle.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
It's just not one of those over-the-top flavors like some of these other ones are.
It's not over-the-top sweet like those other ones for sure.
No.
But it is. It's a really nice sandwich cookie.
Yep.
Okay, which is the sweetest?
Probably the apple one. Honestly.
That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that apple. It's called caramel apple. I think that is the sweetest. Okay, which is the least sweetest?
Oh, the oatmeal one.
I think the oatmeal.
But the dark one is very, very sweet, but it's also got a little of that dark chocolate flavor too, so it makes it a little bit less, but the oatmeal one for sure is
I think the oatmeal for sure because the ratio is different on that one where you're getting 2 full plainer cookies and you're only getting that cream on the inside. It changes the ratio and that's why it's not as sweet.
I like it though. I mean, I really do like that oatmeal cookie.
So which is your favorite?
The one I dislike is the mint.
Okay.
But
see, I don't dislike it.
I dislike it. It's too toothpastey.
It's too toothpastey to you. Okay.
Like I said, some people that love mint are going to absolutely love it.
So mint's going to be your last place.
Yeah.
What's your first place?
It's hard because I really like the apple. I'll probably pick the apple then.
I tell you what, I've just thought about the people working at Crumbl when they do have fruit like this. It probably makes extra work for them because having to chop it and apples, apples will turn brown if you leave them out.
Just say that's got something on them.
Just like a banana or something. I wonder if there's some kind of a chemical or something.
The lemon juice on them.
Oh, really? Because you don't taste lemon?
No, it's just a little bit.
Oh, okay. So what is it?
Apple. I think apple's going to be number one.
Okay, the caramel apple's my number one. Yeah. Even though I'm a peanut butter fanatic. Caramel apple would be number one. The dark dream is my number two.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, and I love the texture.
Number two would be the oatmeal one for me.
Okay. Number 3 would be the mint.
Oh,
The
really?
mint.
You like the mint that much?
Yeah, the
Not for
mint.
me. Mine would be apple, oatmeal, and then I'd probably pick the chocolate.
Yeah, we're just different this week. Apple, dark
We
drink.
both like the apple.
Apple was number 1 for both of us. So yeah, to me that's just an all-around great cookie with lots of flavors going on. But I tell you what, bang for your buck is going to be this big boy, because you could split that into 4 pieces.
Okay.
And yeah, really, and everybody's going to get a good sized wedge of that. So you'll have to let us know in the comments, what do you think? Which one are you going to be getting this week? And let us know too if you've ever seen, and not an experimental cookie, because I know Crumbl does, like, they call them something like experimental cookies or something.
Test cookies.
Test cookies, that's what they're called, thank you. I know they do test cookies. I'm not counting that because not everybody can get a test cookie. But if it was a cookie that came out that was a sandwich cookie, let us know what it was, because I know this one's new for this week. But I'll have pictures for you at the end, and thanks for watching.